Okay. Okay. Do I ping everyone and then send the stream, or do I just send it? Hmm. I am not so sure right now. Yeah, sorry. Yes. Thank you. Hello, everyone. We are just waiting for our second commentator Clash to be coming back to us, and also waiting for the game to get ready.
I just got in here. Okay. Sorry if I was a little delayed in coming back.
It is A-okay, and the Clash seems to be back.
Yeah. But first things first. The first thing we need to do is change the title here, because, yeah, it is still,
Still Asia 30.
yeah.
God.
Yeah, so, I can't.
Where the thing is, where's Cat again?
Yeah. I don't know, but maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any idea where it will be.
Our first game will be Ginger Triss going against Error.
As you can see, both of them are S+, and their charts are pretty close to each other. But, yeah, as you can see, their no-namer stats are pretty damn good compared to your normal S+. So, yeah. Looks like both sides don't mind to do a warm-up match first, so, yeah.
Just quickly apologizing for the title of the stream. Still stuck on Asia 30. Having a bit of technical issues.
And also, yeah. And also, as I said, the comment, but, but yeah, after okay, looks like the warm-up is starting, so both of them going for the PCO, getting the sub with Savo.
Both
And
of them
sadly, RNG just won't be enough for a second PC for no namer, but it also appears they skip on the never skip the opportunity to do a speed triple. But yeah, now we're getting into the mid games, which is always fun. Nice 11 spike from no neighbor there. Nice down stack, and Ginger Twist ready to somehow survive that.
If Ginger Triss can
Yeah,
down stack from all over there.
Yeah, Ginger Twist won't really manage to come back from that, because that Twist was nowhere to be seen. So no neighbor is gonna take this warm up. Let's see if both sides are ready for the actual match.
Waiting for confirmation on both sides.
Yeah, G-Directors. Okay, both sides are ready, so let's start the first match of this TAWS.
Starting off,
Both sides going for PCO. But yeah, no, neither side gets a PC. So it probably wasn't no soft PC, no, but and yeah, we're kicking off with mid games, cause yeah, seriously
Ginger
denies the
Tris.
opportunity for no namer to do to try and do a second PC. Ooh, nice double Tetris from Aaron Namer. And I think that was an IP space drop. But it wasn't anything too big, thankfully. And here comes the first pass through, I think. I think this is the first pass through of the day, of the toss.
Seems like I don't know, Nemo's able to downstack from almost stopping out.
And Aaron Namer managed to cancel all that damage. And yeah, Aaron Namer is in a very good state, and so is Ginger versus the garbage RNG.
Ginger Tris clearing the garbage with ease. Aaron Onema has to clear a few small one-hole gaps, but should be able to do it easily.
Yeah. For my experience seeing and commentating over there no namer play before, yeah, he's pretty good, so yeah, you can't count him out no matter what.
Always count. Seems like the first set is taking a while to finish off.
Yeah, already did the 2-minute mark, so this user started to see speed up, but yeah, that one JP's Mr. from Giratris got top them out, giving our non-neighbor his first point of the set. It looks like we're about to see an SDPC from our non-namer, and Giratris tops out, giving our non-namer the second point.
Ginger Tris from last set having a sad misdrop, just giving up later on.
SDPC versus SDPC spin.
Aaron Onema is able to PC that.
And right now, they're not never start to build a back-to-back. And yeah, with that back-to-back, Erlo Davis got top out GJ Trips yet again for a score 3.320 for now.
Ginger Tris is having a slight of a hard time.
Yeah. Quite a bad. Lot of misdrops, a misdrop galore while Erlo Neighbors completes a PC. Sorry for SPC. Going to a match point. Will the first match be a sweep? We can't tell just yet. Alright. SDPC speed versus SDPC.
Let's see if Ginger Tris is able to make it back.
Yeah. And now we're off into the mid games again.
Ginger Tris having a pretty clean board to play against Aaron Onema right now. Aaron Onema is so close to topping out. Can he make it down all the
But
way?
he's gonna get the eyepiece just in time for the Tetris to save from topping out. But then again, having to block the will. I don't know why, but yeah. Aaron Onema taking that 15 single there. It looks like the tides have turned. Ginger is going just a bit too greedy here. And there no namer successfully manages to sweep Ginger to the final score 5-0 to finish our first match. Very
This
good
game was really
interesting.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yes, it is indeed a really good game. Since
Bot alert! Bot alert! Are there any bots in stream chat? Cause there's a bot here too.
oh, well, first of all,
Yeah.
Ginger Triss had a first good set, but then seems to have had a little breakdown on the second and third round, having multiple misdrops at once.
Yeah. The Swiss drops are very annoying. And as well, with very experienced with Mr. Galore. I know what the Swiss do have such this. So yeah. There were no name emerges to take the first match for sweep yet again, as I said earlier. And
Now
yeah,
just
now we
yes,
now we on now we have to wait until our next match is about to start. To be exact, until we get our next stream match in the brackets.
we'll just need to wait.
Yeah, time for the wait game. So how's everyone doing in chat?
Ivan with the somehow re-showing some
Yeah, Rachel
guy
in the
who is
bot.
willing to promote our the stream channel.
Okay, a bot was trying to be a bot again. I've seen this bot yesterday in my stream when I tried to do TAWS you.
It seems like it has appeared again.
Yeah, but this time under a different user bot name again, because it's not a user, it's a bot, hence the bot name. And now, how's everyone in chat doing? Gonna try to initiate some small talk until we get to our next match.
Apparently, it's taking a while for our second match to get ready.
Well, I mean, the first match, the first we already have two matches that ended with a sweeps, so yeah. Yeah. Wait. No, it's not two matches that already ended in sweep. Apparently, there are three matches that already ended in the sweep according to the challenge. And we already have two people in top 8. So,
Wow, this Toes is having a really insane amount of sweeps.
yeah. Three matches and they are already sweeps. So, yeah.
Next game will be ready in about a few more seconds or minutes. Just waiting for this to start, and then we can continue on looking at the great competitions we have in this house.
Yeah.
Seems like our competitors are starting to joining back into the lobby. Our next game will be against Ginger Twist and maybe Mint.
Hmm. So looks like we're doing. So looks like we're straight up going to the losers bracket match. Nice.
Yes, indeed.
Or maybe not. Wait, let me see.
Believe
Is
that
it?
Ginger Twist and maybe Mint are from the losers bracket.
Yeah. I mean, not earlier on we already saw the match, the first match that where Ginger just got swept by Aerono Namer. So yeah, we have to see how this match goes. I wonder. Okay, it's up for a warm-up match. But wait,
Sorry,
Ginger
had a
left
little
the
bit of
room?
interruption.
No, wait, no. Ginger
Sorry,
left the
sorry.
room. So yeah,
Uh,
Robinson. Okay, looks like Ginger Tricks is back in the room now. So yeah, hold.
hmm. Seems that maybe Mint has a slight advantage of the 1000 TR with an APM about 13 higher than Ginger Juice.
Yeah. And also, according to the budget, they also got the 10PC thingy. So yeah, I so they're probably very good with PCs. So that would we'll just have to see. All right. Let's see when both sides are ready for the warm up. If there's gonna be a warm up. Yeah.
Seems like Triss is taking a bit of his time.
Yeah, they're taking their time. All right. Looks like it's time for the warm up match to start.
Warm up has started for both sides.
Did someone say MKO? Because it sure looks like maybe Mint starts off with this with a juicy MKO.
Ginger Triss with a strong 13-line spike.
Yeah. Just Trish started off with a good back-to-back that they also happened to just break just now. But then look at that 12 maybe Mint has. So, oh no! And then that miss drop, which maybe Mint is about to fix. And yeah, getting that quad from the well. And then that 11 spike from Ginger Twist is gonna top them out. And Ginger Twist takes this warm-up match. That sure seems to be quite a game that we're gonna have. So let's see if both sides are ready.
It is kind of sad that Ginger Triss wasn't able to perform this kind of game during the match against Aeronym.
But then again, this is TAWS, anything can happen here. Ginger just going for the SDPC spin. Having the C-spin all set up. And it's all set. And yeah. Now we're on to the mid games again.
Ginger Triss.
Quite
Sorry.
It's fine. Ginger Twisted and maybe they're both fairly high up. But I'm sure but both sides seem but yeah, maybe it seems like they've managed to go down a little. In the contrary, Ginger Twist is still very high up. But they do get a good well, and they get a Tetris.
Ginger Triss having a little bit of struggle there, trying to down stack from the top.
Yeah. But oh no! And then the Tetris 16 double from maybe Mint to go on top Ginger Twist out. Even maybe in the first point of the set. TKI from maybe Mint, TKI from Ginger Twist, so both sides going for the TKI this time. But then, maybe we just quite some hesitations about this JP. I don't know if it's winning or just dropping it placing that there, but yeah. We're into the mid games again. And Ginger Twist yet again is very high up. Not to say dangerously high up.
He is very close to topping out. Let's see if he can save this.
And they're gonna top out with that one Tetris for maybe Mint. So yeah, let's see what's next in store. Alright, both of them going for the PCO. Ginger Twist not getting the PC in time.
Thank you
And
for
here,
Sketch Purple with the Raid
and
Party of 9.
we also have, we just so happen to see a missed drop from Ginger Twist, which is very, which is looking so good for them, especially if that spike, which is just gonna skyrocket Ginger Twist to the top of their board, as maybe Mint takes a third point. PC no from maybe Mint, and SDPC spin from Ginger Twist. Getting a good counter spike on the way. A good small counter. And now maybe Mint is back down with a 9-0 well. And Ginger Twist is now with a very messy board. I can see it solve, but yeah, the third spike is gonna give maybe the fourth point and top Ginger Twist out. Is Ginger Twist gonna go out with another sweep? Okay, PCO. I think it was a missed PC. Yeah. Or maybe not going for, intentionally not going for the PC. But, oh look at that! Ginger just saying no to the sweep and taking the first point this time around. That very well executed SDPC spin. So that
Ginger
was
Triss.
PCO and PCO. Ginger Twist not getting the solve. And maybe we're getting a second PC on the way. Maybe not able to find a third PC. I didn't find it either. But yeah, Ginger Twist is back high up again. But yeah, managing to cancel also to the garbage here. Now getting a very nice 13 down stack spike, which maybe manages to mostly cancel.
Seems like Ginger Triss has
getting very nice garbage RNG. And yeah.
Yes, indeed. Seems like Ginger Triss has quite a lot of garbage to clear off.
And with that spike from maybe Mint, Ginger Triss is also yet again skyrocketed to the top of their board. And looks like they won't manage to stack back down this time. As maybe Mint takes the 5th point and moves on into the loser's bracket. A
That
very
is
great
able
run here
to.
from Ginger Triss. Thankfully not going out with a sweep. But yeah, that was a very great game. GG's to both sides. Yeah, let's see which match is next up.
Ginger Triss was able to just barely save the sweep.
Yeah, with that SDPC spin. Alright, let's see. Now we have to wait to see which match is next up for, because looks like that next match might actually be a top 8 match.
Seems like our next match will be against Khan, and I am not so sure yet, but we'll. Oh, it is Khan against our no name.
Ooh! So it appears their no namer has managed to take down the number 1 seed, which is Vlad Paint, I assume.
During the first game of the stream, our no name was able to show off great gameplay.
Yeah, and they swept Ginger Trees. Oh,
But
it
can
looks like
he
they're already
keep up
starting.
with that?
Looks like Neymar and Khan are starting a warm-up match now. So yeah, let's check it out. Aaron Neymar going for the SDPC. And Khan with a T-Speed Tower, cancelling most of the PC from the SDPC. And Aaron Neymar with a double quad and the pass-through, which is gonna skyrocket both sides very high up.
Seems like Arnold
Unfortunately,
Name.
Ordo Neymar misholds the eyepiece and he's gonna top out. Khan's gonna take this warm-up match. So yeah.
Seemed like Arnold Name had a slight misluck with his pieces there.
Yeah. And
Waiting for approval on both sides to be ready for the actual match.
alright. Yeah. We got to fight both sides now. Both they're going for the PCO, getting the PC with a pass through. And there are no Neymar. And yet again another pass through. Because that's just how it goes. And there are no Neymar managing to cancel off of that spike from Khan. But now everyone never got into a very tricky situation and Khan has got to top him out, so Khan takes the first point for the set.
With the second set started, Arnold Name goes for a PCO.
But neither of them finds a PC. And I'm not sure if there was a PC, but yeah. Here came a spike on to Erno Neymar's board. It looks like they're gonna top out here. Looks like he's gonna top out here. Cut takes the second point.
Arnold Name had a really tall stack on the left side of his board, which really messed him up because he actually couldn't downstack from that because he had a huge well on his left side of the board.
It looks like Khan is going for a sex spin. But it unfortunately gets interrupted by going up to the top of the board, and if that forward spike they initiated, they were tops out and Khan takes the third point.
Will it be another sweep in this toss?
I don't know. Looks like Khan wait for TKI and they went for that one spin opener that I don't know the name of because yeah, it is what it is for me. And Khan doing very well, having a very clear garbage well. I don't know, Neymar is very high up.
He does have some smaller wells he needs to clear. He is struggling a bit.
Yeah, and with Khan keep putting on constant pressure, Neymar tops out yet again. He has 4-0 for Khan. Neymar starts up an SDPC. And back to big T-Speed 0 in the shape of his T-Speed triple. If that, Khan takes this match with a sweep, 5-0. GG, well played to both sides. And yeah, looks like we're gonna see Khan in winners finals.
Aeronema seemed like he had a bit of struggles at the top of his board, trying
Mhm.
to find out which pieces worked, but both rounds didn't work out very well.
Yeah. It looks like our next match is gonna be the other winner's semis match, which is gonna be between Tony and Cyanium. So yeah, let's see if both sides want to warm up first.
Last time I've seen both of them having a friendly match, seemed like Tony was able to win against Iranium, but it might be different this time though. Who
Yeah,
knows?
yeah, everything could happen. Oh yeah, let's see if looks like Tony is up for a warm up. Now let's see what about Cyanium. Is he up for a warm up? Yeah, both sides are up for a warm up, so yeah, a warm up match it is. So we start the warm up match of the other winner semis match. Tony starts off with a C4 wide, while Cyanium does a PC no, giving Tony quite an opportunity to attack very up forward. And the third spike, which Tony is gonna mostly careful, but then, oh man, comes the deepest misdraw. Very unfortunate from Tony. But yeah, let's see what's gonna go on, because because the third tables have come, and Cyanium managed to unleash that very greedy spin double. But still, a good one gone, punished by Tony, as he takes this warm-up match. That was quite a warm-up, though. So yeah, we have to see how the game goes, because it sure looks like it's gonna be quite a match.
Both sides have. We now have an approval from both sides to start the actual match.
Yeah. So let's see how this match goes. One of the face coming in the winners finals. So yeah, let's see what's gonna be. Oh no, Tony Beast drops the T-piece in the SDPC +6 spin, whatever he was going to do.
That was indeed a bit of struggle for Tony, but he's able to make it back with a 14 line spike.
Point spike. And then a 13 spike from Cyanium, which Tony mostly cancels, but then again, Tony gets pressured by the 12 spike Cyanium sent, as he tops out, giving Cyanium the first point of the set. And Tony starts doing a C4 wide yet again. Getting the quad, getting the Tetris from this. And here comes another pass through. Nice to know this. And don't look at that. Tony could be doing well though, until Cyanium comes out with that spore spike. Sorry Tony, sorry Custer cursed you. And Cyanium tops out Tony with that 15 spike plus Tetris, or T-spin double, I didn't see. It takes a second point. Looks like we're gonna see a TKI versus stick spin. And yeah, the stick spin success, and Tony takes the first point. So there won't be any sweeps here.
Seems like the
And
most
Tony sets up
interesting
another
match yet.
Another C4 wide as Cyanium starts building. I said go for TKI, but Tony places the O piece just in the area where he tops him out, and basically misdropping the OP is giving Sayan a third point. Looks like a side PCO from Tony. And Sayan center PCO, and both sides getting the PC. But neither of them getting a second PC. So we're kicking it off with our mid games again. And it looks like we see a fractal from Tony. Yeah, we do. And Tony with a nice fractal. Sayan with a very greedy spin double up on the board. Sadly having to block the wall again, but yeah, Tony's gonna put up some more pressure and take a second point. If it can still happen in this match, as you can see. PCO versus D4 wide. Getting the PC. And Fispo getting some garbage and the cheese from the PC.
Seems like Tony's 4 wide has failed him this round.
And Sayan put out some pressure, even from fairly high up. And very nice cheese for Tony. Canceling the pass for garbage. And now keeping the pressure against Cyanium, who is very on his board, but cooking out that T-spin double, and instead doing a third, and say going well out of third table, as Cyanium manages to pull the third tables on Tony and take a fourth point. And now it's a match point potentially for Cyanium. PCO getting the PC. Tony started off the C4 wide. As Sayan gets a second PC. And now starting to build up some pressure. Tony not gonna get the IPC time. And Sayan wins this match 5-2. GG well played to both sides.
Both sides had a really great game this match.
I agree. And later on, Sayan is gonna face up against Khan in the winners finals. And no, Small Bunny, I'm not the MVP here. The true MVPs are the players in this, and the friends we made along the way, of course. Oh, wait. Okay, looks like our next match is gonna be Bispo versus Maybe Mint. So yeah.
We are not 100% sure about Fispo, but maybe Mint 100% held up a good fight against... Who was it again?
They held up a good fight against Tris.
Ah yes, Junior Tris.
Looks like both sides are doing a warm-up. I thought Tris would play it. And it's pretty good if I recall correctly. Or no, not if I recall correctly, I'm sure it's pretty good. And there we go. Looks like we're starting off with an MKO from Maybe Mint. And a stick spin from Fispo. Very nice garbage. And Maybe Mint manages to survive that stick spin, so we're thrown to mid game. While Maybe Mint is very high up. Maybe Mint manages to cancel that damage, that garbage from Fispo. And yeah, now we're going into a more balanced mid game as we see a very sad IP's misdrop from Fispo, but he clears it in no time.
Oh, another misdrop.
Yeah, only to get into a T-Spice misdrop, which he also solves in no time. And now, looking a lot better for Fispo, and also for Baby Beans, who is while the Fractal set up the first T-spin already. Not going for the second T-spin though, so yeah. Looks like Raven's very high up. But they're still gonna execute that this spin Tetris very well.
This game
So
seems
yeah.
like both are about on the same level, fighting a pretty equal battle.
Nah, yeah, it sure seems very equal, but yeah, that 11 spike is really gonna skyrocket maybe into the top of their board, but not to the point of top. And yeah, Fistful put up enough pressure to top out maybe means, and he's gonna take this warm-up match.
This one was indeed very tense from both sides.
Yeah, I sure do agree about that. Let's see if both sides are ready.
Now,
Okay, both sides are ready,
looking,
so let's kick off this match. This losers bracket match, if I recall correctly. Yeah, it is. Yeah, the losers
indeed,
round 2 match. So let's see. It's fine, say anyone. And off we go. DKI from AB means 6 speed from Fisco. Get a very good stick spin. And then maybe means put it up with that pressure. Very good this spin Tetris at the top of their board.
this one had a very early on very big spike. Maybe Mint is able to recover well.
Yeah, they also have a very good 9-0 Chiswell. So yeah, they're gonna capitalize on that with a double quad and double Tetris and top out Fistbow, taking the first point of the set. PCO maybe means get the PC, but oh no, looks like Fistbow might be having some connection problems, which maybe means used to their advantage. And oh no, Fistbow disconnected. That's sad. Let's see what.
We are wondering.
Let's see what's wrong. Rip. Fistbow got the DC cannon. Then why buff too strong? Sadly, yes, man. Wait. Fistbow typing in the stream matches chat. Let's see. Oh no. The RG did. The internet went brr for Fistbow, which means disconnected Fistbow, and now we'll have to see if Baby Beans is chooses to take this point or not.
We'll just need to wait for Festival.
Yeah.
Just waiting now. When
It was. I think it was. What? I think it was 1-0 for Baby Beans, right? I forgot.
I believe it was 2-0.
It was 2-0 because Fistbow DC'd, so yeah. But that can unless Baby Beans chooses to take. So looks like. I can take no quote now. I'm sorry, small buddy, but no, this is not how you play the game. But yeah. If he's okay, looks like this boy is back now, so yeah. Looks like so yeah. Let's redo it. Let's go back to the match then, shall we? If both sides are ready, of course. Okay, both sides are ready. And we're gonna start with Fistbow dropping out once because maybe we took a point earlier before Fistbow decided to do the DC cannon. And yeah, good luck and fun to both sides yet again. Let's see how the match is gonna go. So Fistpo, you're setting up a stick spin, maybe going for the TKI. But looks like Fistpo has misdropped the stick spin, and so did maybe meet with the TKI, so it was a fair trade, and yet, and here we go into the mid games.
From the set just now, it seemed like that Fistpo and maybe Mid both had a really good mid game, being both able to downstack and control their board very well.
Yeah. And Fistpo, for some reason, has a 4 wide will, but not the perfect setup for the 4 wide itself. So yeah, no 4 wide there basically. And then the T-Speed Tetris from Fistpo, with some extra pressure as the cherry on top to set maybe it very high up, but not to the point of topping out just yet. But then comes the eyepiece beast drop, the very dreaded eyepiece beast drop that tops maybe without giving Fistpo the first point, their own first point, his own first point to be. So, oh god, I keep going. Oh no, and Fistpo missing that PC. Well, maybe means I don't know what they were doing there. And yeah, he
Seems
can
like
open
that.
speed games. But over to Speed Tetris, and a very bad miss from Fistpo. Gonna give maybe Mint their second point of this match. So yeah. BCNO for maybe Mint. And stick speed for Fistpo. A very well executed stick spin. But yeah, while that set pavement very high up, they managed to execute an 11 spike and do some damage to Fistpo. And here they come with quite some damage, and Fistpo barely surviving, barely hanging in there. And now they're doing pretty well for themselves, as it appears.
Seems like maybe Min is having a comfortable time at the bottom of his board. Fistpo
Yeah.
is fighting
Yeah,
for his
very
life to downstack.
And yeah, that mini 8 spike is gonna send Fistpo to the top of his board and maybe it takes a third point. So yeah, that's quite a match, must I say. And one more question, Jet. This someone say MKO? Because Baby Beat is out here, started with the MKO. Sending Fistpo very high up.
Maybe Min
No,
having a
that's
very
fist drop from Fistpo. Gonna give Baby the 4th point. So we might see maybe advance once again. Let's see how this match is gonna go on. PCO versus stick speed. But then again it turned into PCO denied variation by Fistpo. And Baby Mint manages to cancel most of this stick spin damage. So here we are with a very balanced mid game. Only to see that Fistpo has a very bad situation, a very bad hole in his board, on his board. Sorry, I can't speak today.
It is a-okay. Continuing on with the game, it seems like they're both at the middle of their stack. Maybe Min having some mini holes that he needs to fill in as he downstacks.
And a few good stacking decisions from Fistpo gonna send him back down. And now maybe Mint has to figure out how to get back down. They take a T-spin double up in the middle of the board, which used to be quite a good choice because yeah, they also take a good T-spin double. And okay, looks like this body did a 12 for the 12 spike. They did manage to see out, but yeah. But then again, maybe with a 10 counter spike, I think it was.
Seems like
Yeah.
both. Seems like both sides are having.
Both sides being playing pretty well right now. And I know until maybe sadly Miss drops a few pieces. But still, maybe means that puts the items on that area, on the 9th column, which was a very great decision because it helped them to somehow survive this situation.
Seems like maybe Min is able to downstack well enough to get on the same level with Fistball right now.
He's having a very great world, has been great. They have a very great. He has a great world set up earlier. Now we have to see. Okay, maybe with the Tetris. And now both sides are. This is getting pretty intense because as we slowly approach the period mark, with that pass through which did not help maybe Mint at all. They only top them out as Fistball takes his second point. We do have the potential to see a comeback here, but we can't tell just yet. All we can tell is that both sides start off with a TKI. And oh no,
Seems
maybe
like
the T-spin.
Which could be fatal, but it doesn't seem to have any effect for right now.
Right now it seems maybe maybe Vince's board look is very nice right now. Well, other than that test piece missed, which wasn't very fatal at all, thankfully. And now both sides are very low on their stacks. So yeah, that's quite a match actually. We have both the potential of maybe even winning here, or maybe Fistball taking a comeback, doing a comeback here, but yeah, maybe Vince is very high up. Keeping their fourth back-to-back chain for long enough, and finishing it off with a nice 13 spike, which Fistball manages to cancel and set a counter spike of his own.
Does indeed seem like the Fistball is able to go back down and downstack very well.
Looks like that's a small T-speed factory-ish board from maybe, but it's not gonna pay off because the TPs did not come in time, and Fistball is gonna take a third point.
Fistball gifting back all the lines that maybe Min has been sending to win his sets.
Fistball going for the other stick spin setup and getting a nice 20 spike. So it looks like we might be able to see our first TAWS spiker. Maybe not yet, because Baby Bean somehow survives that at the top of their board. Very insane survival over there.
This game is really played well by both sides. Fistball was able to make a 4-1 comeback.
Fistball here is on fire. And yeah, both sides are very high up. We see lots of spikes and cancels here. I started to lose track. Well, I will start to lose track at this point, but yeah. Both sides playing very well right now.
Fistball keeping a very clean board, being at the bottom with one line of garbage which she just clears and giving more garbage to maybe Mint.
Although maybe Mint is in a bad situation. Oh no, maybe just tops out, and looks like we have our first TAWS breaker of the stream. So yeah.
This set decides everything.
Maybe Mint starts off with that one thing that's known as MKO. It's a stick speed from Fispo. And that stick speed is gonna complete that comeback from Fispo. 5-4. Very impressive comeback. GG well played for both sides.
This game was really amazing from both sides.
Yeah.
Making the Fistball making the comeback from 4-1.
And on that we say, well. Out the third table. It looks like Fistball's next opponent is gonna be our no namer. Who from other games with forehand, we know how good he is. So yeah, we have quite a doozy of a match. But let's see which match is gonna be next up.
Next
Oh.
game will be Tony versus Small Bunny. Seems like Small Bunny is ranked top 1 in her country.
And also look at her TR. Very beautiful 22.222k. It looks like they're about to do a warm-up match. But to be honest, Small Bunny is a very great player. I played her before and she's pretty damn tough to top out, so that's gonna be quite a match. Small Bunny starts off with a TKI. And Tony already getting fairly high up. While Bunny starts building her back to back, which already tops out Tony. And she manages to take the warm-up match.
That was pretty quick. 20 seconds top out.
Let's see both sides. Yeah, okay, looks like Small Bunny is ready. What about Tony?
Approval from both sides has been
not yet. Okay, now it has been. Now
it has been just given.
And let's see how the match is gonna play out. We have Small Bunny versus Tony, two great players. So yeah, let's see. Let's off listening in chat how is this C-spin opener called? Well, but it looks like Small Bunny transformed it into an Imperial Cross.
Ooh, Tony having to drop that that piece.
I just noticed how many holes Tony has in his board. Meanwhile, Small Bunny is doing pretty well on the bottom of her board. So yeah.
Tony
gets this very nice Tetris.
Tony being able to down stack, but he gets stand right back up by the spike from Small Bunny.
By mini 6 spikes from Small Bunny. And yet more spikes from Small Bunny, but Tony manages to survive. So yeah, looks like we're gonna have quite a match. We're having quite a match here, and that nice 10 spike. Small Bunny having a vested board right now. Is she gonna manage to find a solve? No, not in time. Tony is gonna take the first point of this set. So,
Tony holding up a really good game against Small Bunny right now.
both sides are doing pretty well. And Tony yet again coming out of the C4 wide. Oh no, but the tip is miss drop, and there goes the C4 wide to Shamble. And Tony is now very high up.
Ooh, that tip is miss drop.
He's building up her own back to back, which she has to cancel apparently. And then with a nice spike from Tony, mini spike I think actually. Now the table is slowly turning, but yeah, Small Bunny is not gonna let that cross.
Seems like Tony has a bit of small gaps he needs to clear right now.
But he clears them pretty quickly, because I can't seem to find any of them.
Seems like
Small Bunny is trying to put up some pressure up against Tony, as both they are fairly even with their board. And now Tony going on with almost 2 PPS of speed. But then again, Bunny getting very nice RNG, and she manages to deal some more damage against Tony. A nice 8 spike down stamp, which Tony survives. And he also sends a nice T-spin double at the top of his board. And now Small Bunny and both sides seem to be pretty even yet again. So
Both
yeah,
sides seem to be really
we're
focusing on the
slowly
game.
approaching 2 minutes, which perfectly marks the start of the speed up. At least from what I recall from the soft drop playstyle of some players. Which at one point made me want to say lots of booms during that TAWS. I sort of commentated to, if I recall correctly. I don't remember which TAWS it was, but I think it was either 71 or 72. But yeah, oh no, Tony blocking each over there, getting a very nice solution. And now both sides are very high up. It's
Now
only
it all
matter of
depends.
out and that someone is gonna be Tony, as Small Bunny takes her first point as well. Alright, Tony sets up another C4 wide. As Small Bunny does that 6-pin opener. Not getting the PC unfortunately. And I think it was a misstroke, but it's a very simple one to solve. But then again, Tony sends a 10 spike, sending her very high up, plus extra harassment, which made Small Bunny go very high up again. But now the table is slowly turning, as Small Bunny does some great stacking, but gets a miss drop on the J piece. Oh no, another J piece miss drop. And if some extra and Tony to punish, even though Small Bunny manages to cancel most of it out, because it wasn't a big punishment. Tony trying to hold her for the very greedy T-spin double, which he manages to execute. And then Small Bunny not having any way to punish that, giving Tony some space to get a little back down, and yeah. Now it's back to the opposite. This match is quite long actually. It's getting quite long actually. So yeah. Down stacking from Small Bunny, and oh no, a misdrop from Tony. Which seems to this looks like it's gonna be pretty bad, because Small Bunny does not hesitate to punish that, and she takes her second point for this set.
That missed drop was really fatal for Tony, giving the set away to Small Bunny.
And now, a missed MDI from Small Bunny versus stick spin from Tony. And that misdrop from Small Bunny is already gonna send her to the top of the board, because we're talking about a stick spin here. So now Tony ties it up back to 2-2. Now C4 wide versus this C-spin opener. It looks like there's a PC, because Small Bunny manages to get a PC. And now she's setting up a DPC, but that one line from Tony is gonna prevent any PCs from being taken. And very nice wealth for Tony, which is gonna use to his advantage very well. Now both sides are playing decently. Small bunny at the top of her board, and Tony with a very nice 9 spec down stack. And yeah, if Tony had the piece back then, you would have gotten a mid game PC. But then again, 11 spike is not bad either. It's pretty good, especially since it sends small bunny very high up. But yeah, it still doesn't matter to small bunny how high up she went, because she manages to stack back down, no problemo. But then Tony sends her right back up there again with a nice 11 spike. But yeah, doesn't seem to phase her even not a little. So yeah, she's not gonna let that thing slide, and she's gonna send some harassments, and yeah, it looks like we had a past moment over there. And yeah, Small Bunny takes a quad. And now, Small Bunny at the middle of her board while Tony is very low on his board. Not anymore. Oh no, and a very bad misdrop from Tony with that Z piece. Oh no. Tony can easily solve that, but yeah, it's all a matter of when it will be punished, because yeah, it seems like Bunny is not gonna punish that. And yeah, giving Tony the opportunity to go back out. And the bat is going ham again. Almost 3 minutes of match. And Tony does not manage to get the spin in there. And Small Bunny punishes that by topping Tony out and taking her third point. Tony's
Oh
and
no,
Small Bunny
my mic was muted the whole time. That is kind of sad,
Sad.
but
If not for that garbage that Small Bunny sent Tony earlier, Tony could have had a chance to PC, actually.
seems like
But then again, it all comes down to the garbage. To the cheese that's sent at you. It looks like it's gonna be a very long match.
yes, indeed. Seems like they're both holding on to a great and clean board right now.
And don't forget what I said earlier. It's pretty damn hard to top out Small Bunny, so yeah.
It is indeed. Her down stacking skills are to the next level.
Yeah. She even gave me a run for my money earlier when at some point I did a three-way lobby with her and someone else. I think it was also a four-way lobby at one point. But yeah. Back to the game. Tony sending a nice T-spin Tetris and stacking back down and trading
Still,
aces yet again. Oh no,
that still does not
Bunny
mean
dropping that Z piece. Not looking very good for her, because her board is very messy, but thankfully for her, Tony's board is also fairly messy, which gives her the opportunity to go back down, to go a little down, and punish Tony for his messy board. And then Tony gets a very nice sequence of pieces that gives him the opportunity to stack down a little. And then came the pass through. And we are yet again on another match that is into the 2-minute mark. So yeah, we're having a very long match right here.
seem like that Small Bunny is currently having a bit of struggle to send the big spike, but Tony is also having a hard time, and
But
Tony is
Small Bunny
able to
sadly
take
missed-
the set.
Yeah. Nobody sadly tops out and Tony takes the third point as well. Damn, this match is very intense. Okay, Tony going for the 6-spin. Small Bunny going for the 6-spin opener. Yeah, I just calling it a 6-spin opener for now because I don't know its actual name.
Ooh.
And Small Bunny is very high up from that 6-spin, but still. But she has very nice cheese she can work with, so yeah. And Tony very messy board right now. It's only a matter of time till Bunny manages to punish Tony. And that this beast drop does not help him just not a lot. At all it does not help him. And yeah, Small Bunny takes a 4th point, and now we see TKI versus 6-spin.
Could this possibly be another TAWS breaker?
We can tell it, but we can. Yeah, but never mind. It is actually a TAWS breaker. So yeah, another TAWS breaker on the stream. Let's see how this match is gonna go on. Now, let's see how this TAWS breaker is going on. Tony with the stick, Small Bunny with TKI. Misdropping the freaking tippies again, sadly. Yeah. Tony has the 6-spin itself set up, so he's gonna cause mayhem, and unfortunately for Bunny, she does not manage to survive that, and Tony takes this match with a 6-spin as Small Bunny is kicked out of the match, sadly. Well, that was a very great game. Our next match is gonna be another losers quarterfinal match between Erno Namer and Fispo, two great players. One of them face up against against Tony. So
this will be the next match. Erno Namer against Fispo.
Yeah, she's about to. Wait, no, right? They're both about to do quite the stuff. Wait, do you change Fispo's pronouns someone? Cause yeah, it says Fispo is here, but if I can correctly specify that his pronouns are him. Yeah. Alright, let's see how the match is gonna go on. SDPC from Erno Namer getting the PC. Fispo going for that, and Erno Namer with that DPC, so it's a DPC and topping out Fispo, taking this score of match very fast.
This warm-up match was very quick to finish, but we are not so sure yet because it might be completely different on the actual match. Now waiting for both approval from the both sides.
Yeah, let's wait for them to approve. Okay, both sides approved, so yeah, we look up to both sides. Erno Namer sets up SDPC. Fispo sets up a 6-spin. Erno Namer unfortunately not getting a PC. And yeah, we're up into the mid games. Erno Namer having a nice well. And a small hole which doesn't do very much yet, but then again it opens up another hole. But still it doesn't matter to him because it looks like both sides are very high up. I don't know, and that fish drop from Fispo isn't gonna do any justice either. Yeah, and Erno Namer takes the first point for this set.
Both sides held down a great downstand, but Erno Namer was able to take advantage of the eyepiece well and takes attachers to win that set.
Both sides start off with a PCO getting the PC. Unfortunately, Erno Namer not getting a second PC. so we're off into the mid games. Both sides are seems to be doing pretty well. But then Fistbow's left stack is stacked very high.
Even if that's the case, Fistful is able to down stack.
Yeah, sure that into down stack. And Fistbow takes a quad. And now Erno Neighbor is at the top of his board. Oh yeah. Let's see. Erno Neighbor not gonna make it an eyepiece dependency. So yeah. Both sides having Erno Neighbor has very nice garbage, very nice cheese. But Fistball with a very bad board state. And Erno Neighbor is gonna punish him for it by taking the second point. Sorry. I can't speak again. Alright, so yeah. Stick spin versus STPC. It's no longer STPC because it's now batch of flowing TSDs from Erno Neighbor because of the pass through. And that 11 spike gonna skyrocket Fistball to the top out and give him Erno Neighbor his third point.
Aaron Namer took the chance last set with Fistball being at the top of his board.
And just because I think we need to point this out, if I remember correctly, Erno Neighbor misdrops the quad, the Tetris, that will be the Tetris PC if not for the garbage. And let me just point it out for you that Erno Neighbor is at S+. And Fistball with very nice 88 PM, gonna top him out on the way, so Fistball taking his first point as well. DPC into flowing TSD. I think it's some variation of mech or something, but yeah, that stick speed from Fistball is gonna top Erno Neighbor out yet again.
Fistball had a very successful attack.
Yeah. And Fistball, or does it look like Fistball is about to? No, Fistball is doing the alternative stick spin setup. I don't know how it's called exactly, but it leads to a stick spin. Unfortunately, not doing enough damage, not giving enough garbage with it, but sure giving a lot of garbage into the down stack. Which Erno Neighbor made, the 10 spike that Erno Neighbor managed to cancel out with a very nice well. Unfortunately, this dropping the piece, preventing the just denying the T-spin and not doing any major damage than that. Other than that,
Seems like that Aaron Name. Oh, he was able to clear out that small garbage.
if he's having a few holes in his stack, but he manages to fix them just in time. Erno Neighbor utilizing the garbage to his advantage, the cheese to his advantage. And now Fistball is very high up. And Erno Neighbor is taking a chance to top him out, taking a 4th point. So yeah.
The score is 4-2.
But who knows, it's still anyone's game because you saw what Fistball did last game against Navy Mint. Fistball taking the PC with a pass through. And it's had an extra level spike from Fistball, which drops him out, so Fistball takes the 3rd point. Alright. SDPC for Erno Neighbor, stick spin for Fistball. The PC has been commenced by Aaron Namer. And the pass through the quad. And that's gonna be it. The DPC without the PC is gonna top out Fistful, and Aaron Namer is gonna advance to be facing on later on against Tony in the loser semi.
That concludes the game against Error and Fistful.
So looks like our next match, according to the stream matches schedule, is gonna be winners finals, which is Khan versus Cyanium. So yeah, one of you is gonna advance to the grand finals. We are yet to know who is gonna be that person. But one of you is gonna go down to losers finals. So yeah, by looking at their stats, you can see that we're about to have quite a match between these two. Let's see if both sides want to warm up first, though, because of course that's how it goes.
Seems like both sides have an equal amount of TR. Khan having a slight 88 plus TR. Oh, the warm up has just started.
Yeah, so let's see how it's gonna go then. Alright, TKI from Khan. Cyanium stalling the TKI, not doing anything for some reason. Allowing that garbage to build up very neatly. And there we are in the mid game.
Cyanium just waiting for the eyepiece.
Tried to go greedy there with the T-speed triple for some reason, but still Cyanium manages to top them out no matter what. So yeah, Cyanium takes the warm-up match. Alright, time for the match. Alright, we're gonna fun to both sides and let's see how the match is gonna go.
Good luck to both sides.
Alright. I'm going with the... I forgot how we said that this opener is called, but yeah. With that opener. I'm sorry I forgot the name of this opener. But yeah, a nice 10 spike from Cyanium. Got top out Khan. By the way, Carl, what's that opener's name again? I forgot it. Both sides all yesing in the chat here. The room chat. Going for the ST15. Unfortunately getting denied the PC by some garbage from Cyanium. I have to get used to. I have to stop calling garbage. She's garbage because yeah, this is very helpful at times. So no, look at Cyanium's board. Lots of holes.
He might not be able to fill it in before he gets topped out, giving the score to Khan, making it a 1-1 even.
Yeah, Khan is gonna punish those souls very well. Right, PCO versus PCO, both sides getting the PC with a little bit of pass-through sprinkle in there. Now Cyanium is very high up. Khan manages to go back down. And Cyanium tops out, giving Khan the second point.
Even though both sides started with a PCO, both played differently.
With a missile from Cyanium apparently. Very sad. Both sides getting the PCO with a bit of pass for yet again.
Another PCO from both sides. Let's see which side can clear everything first and give a top out to the other player. Seems like this is very equal right now.
But I'm very tempted to start calling pass through PCOs, fifth rows. Or pass rows, something like that. So, I just can't find the right drum just yet for that. But looking at the boards right now, it seems both sides are fairly even in their board states. But yeah, never mind. I thought for what it was an OP Smith, but no, it was just an SDS setup from Cyanium. Unless it was indeed a misdrop and then Cyanium fixed it up with an STSD.
Seems like both sides have a decent amount of garbage.
And both sides are using this garbage are using this cheese very well. Because while you have cheese, there's lots of lots of potential. So yeah.
Tony was close to topping out, but is able to down stack back.
It's fun, I think. Tony is in the... So he's not in this match. And nice 14 spike from Cyanium is gonna top out Khan. And Cyanium ties back up right afterwards, so yeah.
Oh wait, I got the names wrong. Sorry.
Khan getting a Tetris PC from the PCO. And the second Tetris PC with nice garbage. But Cyanium managed to somehow cancel enough to survive that. Very well played for Cyanium. But oh no, an IP Smith drop for Khan, which thankfully managed to survive. Cyanium managed to wiggle that eyepiece very well enough. There is lots of ups and downs in this one round of this set. You can't keep up with all of them, so both sides are also very high up, so yeah, lots of risky gameplay is gonna be seen here. And sadly, Khan is just not gonna get the RNG to get back down. And Cyanium is gonna take a third point. Man, this match is very intense.
Both sides are holding on very well.
Cyanium gets a PCO, I think. Gets in the PC. And
Cannot really.
In the shape of a TK, of an extra stack TKI. I just gotta get extra stack TKI. I don't know what it is actually.
Cyanium had a really tall stack on the right side of his board,
Yeah,
which giving
over there, so yeah, Khan is punishing that by taking the third point, tying it back up by making it 3-3. And Khan takes the PCO.
seems like both sides.
A Prosper sprinkled in there because we love Tetrio. And a nice 19 spike from Cyanium. I mean, total of 19 spike, not 9 spike all at once.
Ooh.
I'm being a little shazoy today for some reason, by mingling up my words. And that 14 spike from Khan gonna top Cyanium out. So it's a match point potentially for Khan, but we still don't know. We might actually get another TAWS breaker.
That would be pretty amazing, actually.
With this spin single, and not getting a second PC, sadly. And now we're into the mid games yet again, because it is what it is when it comes to such a style of gameplay.
Both are really good at the game, holding on very well onto the stack. If you can see, Cyanium can send it.
And I don't have much else to say about that, other than lots of ups and downs here.
That is very much the truth indeed.
The enemy is very high up right now. And he's gonna take this spin single. And now he has very nice cheese to work with. And using that cheese, he manages to stay afloat for now. And a mid game PC from Khan.
This might give Cyanium a bit of a down hand.
It helped Cyanium out, but to be honest, I actually saw the potential of of actually surviving that, but yeah, Khan managed to take this match 5-3, and the advance is on to the grand finals, as Cyan goes
GG.
down to losers finals to face up against either Erno Namer or Tony, which is also our next match.
That is a great game played by both sides.
I agree 100%. It was pretty intense all the way through.
Now wait, now going into the next match right now. Will Tony and Arno Namer both agree for a warm up? We got approval from Arno Namer and an approval from Tony as well. Starting off the warm up now.
Alright. Erno Namer only touches the PC. Sadly getting denied the PC! Last second denial. And Erno Namer is gonna punish that by topping out Tony, so yeah. Erno Namer takes this warm-up match very quickly. Now let's see if both sides are ready for the match. Both sides are ready, so yeah. Let's do this. Good luck up front to both sides indeed. Tony sets up a stick spin while Erno Namer is going for the PCO. No, the STPC, sorry. Messed up my openers here.
Ooh, both having a good spike at the start of the game. Now going on to the mid games. Tony has a pretty clean board at the bottom of his stack.
It looks like both sides are very high up, but each side with his own problem. But then that help placement from Tony is gonna top him out, and Erno Namer takes his first point for the set, and the first point to the set as well. Tony sets up a C4 wide, as expected from Tony, as Erno Namer gets a PC no, unfortunately. I don't know why I nerded that quirk from. I forgot why I nerded that quirk of calling failed PCOs PC no's. But yeah, we're into the mid games with both sides being different levels of high up. So yeah. It looks like Erno Namer had bad pieces and bad piece sequence, and with some spike from Tony, Erno Namer tops out, giving Tony a first point as well. Looks like 16
In the
versus
game,
MDPC. And that stick spin is gonna give Tony a second point because that miss drop. So a very nice way to punish Erno Namer. Opener remaining all the way, it looks like so far. And pass through galore, because we're talking about Teto. So we can't mention Teto without mentioning pass throughs. Sadly. Oh wait, I can't say sadly or not, but yeah. It looks like Colonel Namer has a very nice stack going on there with all the cheese, which he can work very well with. And he is working very well with it as well. So, yeah. Nice 10 spike from Tony though. Gonna give some troubles to Erno Namer.
Arno Neiman being at the top of his board, topping out, giving
Yeah.
the point to Tony.
A third point to Tony, so yeah. It's quite a match right now. And Tony yet again sets up a C4 wide, while Erno Namer is going with that STPC. And the DPC too. Going into that C-spin opener now. Which gives a lot of damage to Tony. And basically topping him out, giving Erno Namer his second point. Now that I
Well,
think about
this
it,
game,
yeah, now that I think about it, Erno Namer is 100% advanced to SS anytime soon. With how he's playing right now. A nice SDPC. That stick spin is gonna save Tony though.
this game is getting really intense right now.
Yeah. And Erno Namer manages to tie it up back to into 3-3 now. So yeah. That's quite an intense match. Alright. SDPC versus stick spin.
Ooh, a PC from Arno Neimer.
Oh no!
Tony.
And the missed double quad by an IP Smith throw from Erno Namer.
That could be fatal to Arno Neimer. Ooh,
That
is
is
he?
it. Yeah, Erno Namer tops out, and Tony is now in a match point.
Well,
Potentially face up against Cyanium.
well, this
Yeah,
really
yeah.
decides.
And SDPC successful into DPC from Erno Namer.
The question right now is, will Tony be able
And now
to win
interesting
this?
spin from Erno Namer, which tops out Tony. And now we have another TAWS breaker. A nice TAWS breaker yet again.
There has been a lot of toss breaker and indeed a lot of sweeps at the start of the stream.
And we cut off the pass proof, destroying the SDPC.
Ooh, Arno Neimer was getting a bit greedy and almost tops out, but able to save it.
Wait, it's not fully guaranteed. Never mind, now it is fully guaranteed. Erno Namer is gonna top out, and Tony takes this match, takes this TAWS breaker, and going on to fight up against Cyanium.
The score was 5-4.
Yeah.
Both sides playing a really great game.
I truly agree.
Now for the next matchup, we'll be having, from what I believe is Tony against Cyanium.
It is Tony against Cyanium. So let's make the 250th TAWS breaker happen. looks like we had 249 TAWS breaker. Well, I don't know why I had that voice cracked off fish balls, but yeah, I did somehow have it. Warm up. Both sides are for a warm up.
From what I believe, we had a match of Tony against Cyanium just now. Seems like they're back again to battle each other again.
Yeah. Because if you recall correctly, Cyanium and Tony faced earlier on in the winners semis. Now they face in the losers finals. So I'm pretty sure Tony Tony's dear back for revenge. And yeah, both sides doing pretty well here.
This
So yeah.
warm up is pretty intense right
Yeah.
now.
And Cyanium finally I've been doing a creative solve to survive that.
Cyanium
But then
just
again,
manages to.
but the series of beast drops from Cyanium is gonna do bad justice for him as Tony takes this warm up match. Now let's see if both sides are ready for the final first to 5 match in this TAWS. In TAWS 73.
Now, starting the losers bracket finals, we'll be having Tony against Cyanium. Good luck, have fun to both sides.
Yeah, good luck of fun indeed. And let me point out to those who just came in earlier, this is not their first match together against each other in this TAWS. In fact, it's actually a rematch from winners semis, where Cyanium has taken down Tony to losers bracket. So I'm pretty certain. Ooh, nice spin going on there for Cyanium.
It seems like that Tony, actually, he is having a very easy time down from above the middle of his stack. Oh, even though he is getting spiked right now,
Yeah, but the garbage he got, he managed to work well with it, but Cyanium just keeping up the pressure, taking the first point. Tony setting up
seconds are starting.
again against the PCO with a PC solve from Cyanium. Unfortunately, the simple ride didn't gonna work out as Tony wanted it to be, probably. Tony not going for neither a mid game DP cannon nor for this triple, because yeah, it did seem very risky. Thankfully, not taking that risk. But then again, we can't tell what will happen just yet. A nice spin Tetris for Tony, topping out Cyanium. Now Tiny Lab 1-1. Tony setting up stick spin. Cyanium not getting a PCO, getting a PC no. Oh, what a perfect RNG for Tony to work with for the stick spin spike. And it should work like a charm for Tony, as he has taken a second point. Tony saying in chat here, I needed that. And yeah. Looks like another stick spin. Versus what seems like a PC no misdrop variation from Cyanium. And that stick spin is gonna top out Cyanium again. Tony really seems to be fired up, trying to get revenge on Cyanium for topping him out earlier in the winner's bracket. Opener main clutch. True. And getting the stick spin. Nice stick spin. But this time, not getting into mid game again. Tony executing the stick spin very well. Stopping Cyanium like 3 times, I think, in a row with stick spin. Going to match point. Really trying to get revenge on Cyanium. As we can see here. As you can see here. No, Tony drops the T-spin double in the stick spin, and now we're into the mid games. We're very well
Waiting
played
for
from
both sides. Yes, indeed.
And yeah, as we can see here, both sides have very nice stacks, and also very great cheese to work with.
Seems like Cyanium is supposed to be at the bottom of the board. Ooh, that gives him a great opportunity to give a spike.
both them, and now it looks like Tony is very high up. I'm sorry if I had any, if you're any whispering in my background, it's just that my sister is here also in the room, so yeah. Alright,
Seems like
but it also
Tony
appeared that,
topped out.
yeah, Tony topped out. And unfortunately, Tony missing the PC.
The bag wasn't just not in the lock for him.
Okay, so looks like now, yeah, Tony got spiked here by Cyanium, but getting a very nice garbage to work with. And it saved him. Pretty neatly it saved him.
At start, it seemed like Tony was taking good revenge from last time to Cyanium.
Yeah.
Then it seems like Cyanium is also making a comeback right now.
But yeah, Cyanium sure seems to be staging a comeback here, but it's not certain just yet. It's
We'll
now
just
for
need
the
to wait
spin
and
for
see.
Tony. Looks like another stick spin card for Tony. But never mind. It all comes crashing down by the dreaded miss drops. We have the potential to see a TAWS breakaway yet again, but nice spin Tetris, both cancelling the pass through ends and some cheese to Cyanium.
At this current rate, we don't know if we're going to be finishing off with Tony as a certified winner or with a toss breaker, which could possibly lead to a 50-50. Can Tony make it out of this? Ooh, he's able to give some spikes and lines and garbages.
Also able to send some nice small harassments towards Cyanium's board.
Tony
Both sides are playing
down
pretty well, right?
stacks. Yes, they are indeed. They're playing really well.
Just harassing each other, canceling their harassments, and so on. And executed pretty well as well. So yeah, that's, to be honest, I don't think that's how SS ranks were back when I was an SS ranker playing in the TAWS. And Cyanium
Oh.
tops out, and Tony successfully gets his revenge and
Making
sends out
the-
Cyanium while going to the grand finals up against Khan. GG well played for both sides.
Seems like we're already at almost to the end of our stream. Now, Khan fighting against Tony, which could possibly give the winner of this overall toss.
Yeah. But don't forget, there's also the potential for a bracket reset, which is also a possibility.
It is a possibility that we could still expect. We don't know what will happen.
Yeah. Now we have a few technical difficulties here with the.
Now we'll be waiting for Tony and Khan to be
Looks like
ready
I'm
to play
fired
their
up.
games. Tony is fired up right now. Khan does not want to warm up since it is the final match.
So yeah, no warm-ups, and we're off into the final match, which is gonna be a first to 7, not the first to 5. And good luck and fun to both sides. Let the grand finals begin.
This will be really interesting as Khan held up at the winners bracket for a while, but meanwhile Tony was able to go back up and down from the winners to the losers bracket multiple times.
Starting off with a stick spin and topping out Khan in the way almost, because there's still a solve, but sadly the eyepiece doesn't seem to want to come over, and has got top Khan out, which gives Tony the first point of the set.
No,
Nobody
this is
predicted
unlike.
Tony is gonna win this, but yeah, we still
Ooh,
can tell for sure. And Tony here with the stick spin yet again.
it seems like that Tony is playing a really good match against Khan right now.
Looks like Tony is pretty fired up right now.
I'll repeat this again just in case for
For
people who
someone
don't
who
know.
has noob in in his name, I don't think Tony is a noob at all. I think Tony is so pro actually.
He is indeed.
But yeah, Khan
Now,
manages to top out Tony because of the bad situation his board was in. And Khan takes the first point as well.
again, for people who have just joined and don't know what's happening, this is the grand finals, and we will be playing
nice
7
start
sets.
for Tony.
Tony and a
Unfortunately, no
7.
second PC because of damage from garbage from Khan. And the fractal into an 18 that caused an 18 spike with additional damage. Tony taking this very greedy T-spin double, which Khan takes the opportunity
Oh.
to punish, and yeah, tops out Tony yet again, 2-1.
Khan makes a point 2-1, making Tony probably a bit nervous right now.
Yeah. PCO getting the PC, and Tony the C4 wide, cancelling most of the PCO damage. So yeah.
Tony is able to hold up against the all-time winner bracket stayer.
Yeah, but we still don't know what will be going on here, especially since Tony got a very bad misdraw. But fortunately for him, managed to get the eye piece in there and getting the Tetris. But still, it's not enough because Khan is gonna set just a big enough spike to top out Tony, taking a third point.
This game could either be really close or be really one-sided.
Like we were talking about Khan. Khan is is very pro. If you have seen how he's played yesterday in TAWS Asia, both in free play and in the 1v1 against I forgot who it was. I think it was Jack, who also happened to be the winners, sadly for Khan. But yeah, Tony
as that
managed
is
about
sad.
Khan taking a second point here. So yeah. Here we are starting up another and then Miss dropped stick spin because Tony is notorious for stick spinning. And nice back to back. Khan starts putting up pressure against Tony, but he sadly has his own holes to deal with in their stack,
Either that Tony will
which
be able to
fixes
bounce
very
that.
quickly.
Yes. Tony downs very well from the top of his board, taking the time from the minimal time that Khan took to get rid of the small holes in his stack.
And both sides are fairly but yeah.
Seems like that
Khan
Khan
managed to get the typist just in time to survive being topped out.
Tony is indeed at the bottom of his stack,
Yeah.
but it seems like the Khan could make a possible comeback in this set right now.
Now both sides are about to seem to be getting fairly even with their stacks. Or maybe not anymore because Khan is now at the bottom of his board. And Tony has quite some cheese to work with. and some pass through to sprinkle on top.
Ooh, a slight misdrop, but he is able to fix it well, Tony.
Which does not go unpunished by Khan.
Ah,
And Khan
another
tops out Tony yet again. Taking a
another
4th
misdrop
point.
from Tony. Kind of messes him up really bad there.
PCO versus stick spin. Sadly, no PC though.
Seems like
And
Tony
no
has
triple. And no C spin in the sticks. And no C spin in that section. And
oh
Khan
god,
managed to cancel most of the 17 spike Tony sent.
my internet cut off for a second there, but it seemed like that Tony sent a really big spike, which then Khan was able to cancel.
Yeah, Tony sent a 17 spike, Khan canceled most of it. And then at
Oh,
this spin double, I think it was. I don't know if it was this double. It was fractal slash imperial cross or stuff like that. But it was Khan tops out Tony yet again, making a score 5-2, and getting a Tetris PC on the way. Meanwhile, Tony sadly misdrops stick spin yet again. But on the bright side, he has a very nice well to work with from all the cheese. However, some bad misdrops are gonna top him out again, and Khan is at a 6 point, and we might actually have this might actually be it soon. If Khan wins this, Khan is gonna win this TAWS. But if Tony manages to make a comeback, which could very well be a possibility.
Yeah, it seems quite unlikely that he could make a comeback, but no one knows what's gonna happen. Tony and Khan are both really good players.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that point for certain. But then again, now, we'll say there's not possibility for comeback because, after all, never mind. Nice garbage from nice cheese from Khan's side, and yeah, enough damage and sadly bad misdrops from Tony's side are gonna end this TAWS with a win for Khan.
I'm taking
7-2.
first place.
Yeah. GG well played to both sides.
GG well played to both sides and all the competitors that took part in this TAWS.
Yeah. And now, I think it's time to do a little round of a little thing here. So yeah, it's time for a free for all round if you all want, cause I just redeemed it. So yeah, if you're up for a free for all round, I think it's time. I think yeah, it's gonna be time. One round of free for all. Oh yeah. Time for a free for all match.
We'll be doing a free for all right now.
Yeah.
I
Unless
guess.
it's capped free for all, so yeah. If you want, you could also participate in it, and then I can try and take the commentary from here by myself.
Do you approve?
Alright, Fishbowl posted the link to the Tetrial room. So yeah.
Ah, okay.
I'm gonna
Give it
take
the
the host
clash.
then.
You can give the clash.
Yeah, I know what to do. Yeah. I cannot come up. Unfortunately, for free for all, the rank limit is is SS. So
Try your
yeah,
best and get rid of the bug
quick. Let's
in
do
your
quick.
room.
It's
Good luck.
quickly. First to one, and let's just lead the player anyway. All right. So yeah, all of those who want to participate, feel free to join in. I'm gonna real quick.
Start soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna real quick find the see where the timer is. Cause yeah, there, it's an SS rank. Wait, I'm at SS rank up. Sorry. Yes. Small bunny OP indeed. All right, now let me real quick find that one second because yeah, okay. Okay. I'm sorry for the small delays. Yeah. Let me see if I can figure out stuff here.
Seems like there's trouble trying to get lava and
So
clash.
yeah. I'm
It's
sorry
the
for that
rank.
small delay here right now. I can't seem to really find the a certain setting I need, but yeah. You know what?
Lava saying too high rank. I'll take that as a win.
So wait, did someone redeem it
you,
to remove rank up? I'm sorry, but yeah, unfortunately because it's a free for all on the TAWS that is SS capped, this is an SS capped TAWS free for all round, an SS capped free for all match. So yeah, right. Is everyone ready? If everyone's ready, then yeah, I'm gonna set it up. I'm gonna start the match then. Alright. Alright, good luck to everyone. And yeah, let's see how the match is gonna go on. Unfortunately, we might not be able to really see what's going on here on this replay. Okay. Looks like we have Danny with TKI, Mini Jack with what's supposed to be epic at STPC, but not going for and Khan going for the C4 wide. And now we're already in the mid games. So I'm gonna do my best to commentate over an unseeable free-for-all lobby.
oh no, I am not the best at Tetris.
Unfortunately,
Oh,
me Jack having quite a IP's dependency, sadly.
yeah. Oh
Oh
shoot.
no.
Yeah, I
And a few
think I'm down here.
unfortunately, me Jack tops out. And Khan getting quite spiked over there, and also Khan is getting out. Going out. And so that and sadly alright, good night Khan, and looking at the boards here. Everyone's doing pretty
Aaron
well.
No Namer
Yeah.
has a pretty clean board.
Yeah. And so does Small Bunny. In fact, they're playing pretty clean here. I don't know if it was a misdrop or it was intended to put the office from Small Bunny over there, but Sanim is now fairly high up on his board. It's a miracle that he's not dead just yet. I mean that's what you call targeting.
Hello to
Looks like
eclectic,
managed to top out Cyanium.
eclectic pasta. Hello.
Hello. And look at Oh no, Tony's got spiked. This is spiked, and now it's Small Bunny versus There No Namer. There No Namer getting nice Tetris over there, which Small Bunny cancels with her own Tetris. And a little bit of pass-through gameplay. And nice TSS.
Flash, how many matches are you willing to play for the FFA?
Hmm?
How many matches do you think we'll play for the FFA?
Unfortunately, that's the only one I could do, cause yeah, I like it okay. But on another note, Small Bunny, who's so pro by the way, manages to win this free-for-all lobby. GG, well played. If anyone has any last-minute redeems of, who knows, like comes 1v1 another free-for-all lobby, then feel free to redeem it right now. So yeah. If there's not gonna be any redeems, then yeah, that's gonna be it for this TAWS 73. Thank you so much to everyone who participated, and thank you. And that was awesome. Yeah, wait, there's also the
No,
raffle.
will
Let me
be.
check. Yeah, wait, we need to see what the. Need to see. We have to see first what.
It is raffle time, I guess.
But first, we will need to set up this raffle and stuff. So yeah. Yeah.
Just. It is raffle, Tony.
Yeah.
Tony, you say this game sucks. You.
It's raffle time, but unfortunately we don't really have the. I don't really have the raffle stuff ready. Wait, let me real quick open up the. Wait, who's gonna actually open up the? All right, let's see. All right.
Going for the raffle.
Is the roll in here? And the winner of this raffle is gonna be.
Maybe mint.
Yo, by just a little bit. No way. Maybe we just barely managed to squeak this out and win the raffle.
2
Congratulations to
pixels.
Baby Mint.
Yes, indeed. Congratulations to Maybe Mint.
Yeah. I feel bad for Tony though. He was so close to be for him to be the winner, but unfortunately, just a tad bit not enough.
Tony,
Don't worry, Tony, Tony, don't say that about yourself. You managed to get second place here, which is very great. And also,
actually,
you managed to get your revenge against Cyan, who would put you in the loser's bracket. You did a lot.
yes.
Great. And yeah, this is it for the TAWS. Now let's see who's our rate. So yeah, looks like our rate
We'll
target.
be raiding Energy Swamp.
Yeah. So everyone here, so everyone who is here, please give Energy Swamp our love. And yeah,
Everyone have a great night, great morning, great
day,
afternoon,
night, afternoon,
whatever.
noon, who knows whatever time zone you are. Have a good one. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Have a good one, everyone. And we'll just head out